Morning, fellas. I'm just gonna give a second for everyone to join, and I'll start analyzing the markets. This action is cooked on the markets overall, or this is a very nice gap up. I like this. I mean, the market was moving even without the CPI. We were still gonna gap up regardless. It seems like the CPI did push it up a little bit, but looks like all of pre-market we had a pretty big move. But on a daily, I do really like where we bounced off of. We had this daily fair value gap, and we took out basically all this liquidity now. So if we start holding up here, we should see some type of like dead cat bounce or some type of reversal or relief rally. We'll see where we're today we close.
Ooh.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey man,
How's it going?
not bad. Only trade that I just started was some Tesla calls, but unfortunately, I'm not liking what the 1 minute just did right after we entered it. So told everybody to be super careful following me on it. It's trying to recover right now.
Ooh, do they usually listen?
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm just analyzing QQQ right
Coin
now.
toss.
I do like this 4-hour close we had. 8 a.m. We closed above these candlesticks. Let's go down to the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, it looks like we're making higher highs now. So this is good. The after hour and pre-market, no like significant like areas of fair value gaps. So the low we had today could be actually the low for the rest of the day. And seeing that we're ranging above yesterday's high, I think anyone that shorted yesterday is potentially trapped. And 2 5-minute wicks we had at 10 a.m. This could be this looks like it could be pretty much the bottom. Oh, SPY's a little bit different though. Yeah, SPY is definitely not as bullish as Qs are. Even though we're making higher highs, but only by wicks. The candlesticks themselves are not closing above. For the Qs, I do see us going up to 484 today, potentially. This will be Monday's high. As long as like the 50-minute keeps closing above 477.7, I like this to keep moving forward. But we'll see what this next 50-minute candle does.
So for me on Tesla, I want to see it hold this 246 to 247 range. If it does, I'll keep holding these calls. But if that area fails, I'm going to cut this and call it a loss. Really unfortunate timing that we grabbed those calls and then it immediately gave us a big red candle. No system is 100% perfect.
Mm-hmm. I think Amazon is kind of indecisive right now. Even on the daily, looks like we do have some resistance from these previous daily closes. The max we could probably hit today, maybe not the max, but it's not really much higher than where we're at right now. And then looking at the 4-hour too, depends where this 4-hour close, but we still don't have a 4-hour close above these from Friday. But this 1-hour close we just had is not too bad. I want to see this one at least close above 201.05 for us to continue a little bit further.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the loss on these Tesla calls. Sorry guys, can't win them all. I think for anyone who was following me on the other stream, the lesson there, I had talked about how Amazon had looked good on our hourly and 10-minute time frames. However, I was waiting for it to confirm whether or not it would hold that fib area at 201, and it did not, which is why I didn't enter any calls there. On Tesla, it was kind of consolidating underneath the fib resistance that I had seen at 251, and I liked those first 10-minute candles. However, I should have waited for it to actually break above that. So, when we have a losing trade, we try to learn a lesson from it, and I should have waited for that confirmation there. So, moving on, next trade.
Nvidia had a massive gap up. This looks like it was like about $6 overnight.
Yeah, not doing no good in this market. I was trying to get also longs from here, not working out.
QQQ calls? Not yet. I think I'm gonna give this 15-minute one more close. That'll be around 10:30, which is usually when I trade options. But this 15-minute candle is kind of indecisive. Um, but if we hold around here, I still think we'll run the highs again. We'll see how this holds.
Dude, honestly, to me, like the fact that we can't even get green after news like the CPI just makes me really confirms my bearish bias. Spies are just failing to hold its clouds here and rejecting that hourly.
Yeah, no, SPY does seem a lot more bearish, but if you look at the Qs, I mean, we're holding above yesterday, or at
Yeah,
least
Qs are actually on my chart that I'll post right now are sitting right at the cloud. So definitely looks better than SPY. Yeah, DMK. I don't disagree with you. I think for me personally, I'm taking note that the Qs are stronger than SPY. I see it kind of consolidating here, right at what I would call support. I'm not jumping into anything though. I have no position, and SPY looking the way that it does, I'm going to be very cautious to play the upside on anything today. Is Trump live right now? I wasn't aware of that. Dude, Trump in 2025 is doing what J-Pow did to everything in 2022. It's got that J-Pow effect. Anytime he talks, things go south.
wait, is this actually real? Is he actually talking, or people are just messing with us?
IDK.
Sat, there was one trade taken, or at least called out on the stream yesterday for a challenge account. It was on Amazon. I, however, did not take it because I didn't get filled, but some people that took it got like 12%, like 5 minutes. It was a very fast move, so as I was typing it out on the channel, I erased it because it was too late. This 15-minute candle closes above the previous one. I do like this. Do I follow the Wyckoff market structure? No, I mean I used to look at it, but not anymore. It's too complex, especially to teach for new traders. And personally, if I were to use that, I would only use that on higher time frames. Anything like lower than probably than the 30-minute is not worth it. Yeah, we do have a lot of wicks forming on both ends. That's why if you run like in either direction, you may just like sweep some stops out and then reverse. Today may just be another top day. Who knows? I'm not looking for calls or puts until this 50-minute candle closes. Do you know why we can see VIX on Robinhood Mobile but not on Robinhood Web? I'm not too sure, honestly. I just monitored the VIX on Thinkorswim. I never actually checked it on Robinhood. This 15 minutes playing games. It keeps going above or and above below the previous one. So you gotta wait until it fully closes. But if it does close above, I mean, we have 2 seconds. Let's see. So it didn't close above. This can still be bearish. If you do go up, probably just stop the stop losses here or go into this 1 minute fair value gap. But this is looking pretty bearish for now. Yeah, this is why I always wait just for like the candlestick to close first. Because chasing this on 15 minutes it's gonna drive you nuts. You're taking any trade here and then you wait for the confirmation. And you're on an option play, like they're just gonna eat you. Like if I was playing futures, like this would have been 100% okay. But with options, not really. Especially if you're doing 0 TTE, like they're just gonna eat you alive. Are you using the 15-minute time frame? It shouldn't look any different. All the data is the same, no matter what broker you use. Yeah, Nvidia really has sold here because it's retesting the previous 1 hour candle right now. This could be a good bounce area. On the 30-minute, on the 5-minute, you have this level of support, and or sorry, this is the 50-minute. But it shouldn't go below this 50-minute right now if it wants to remain bullish for the day.
Dudes, I gotta bounce, dudes. I got a lot of stuff to get done today. I only took one trade. It was Tesla. It didn't work out. Took the loss on that. So not every day's green. Some are red. But good luck to everyone still playing.
No worries, man. Thanks for streaming earlier.
Yeah, dude. No problem. Peace.
All right, take care.
Yeah,
Bye.
pleasure to see you. TT, sorry if I'm very quiet, but I'm just observing, trying to figure out how to trade this.
Oh, you're good, man. Focus on yourself. You're good.
Uh, it's so different from last year and from the past months.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to adapt my strategies
No worries, man. Take your time.
because
I kind of like Nvidia here. I want to see. I want to see the sweep we just had close above this fair value gap. So if we get a candle close on the 1 minute above 114.1, we can probably target the next sweep here. But only if we get a candle close above. 115 calls for Nvidia. Is something I'll take. They're currently like 230, but only if this candle closes above this. It's gotta close. So these are for 240 right now. I'll target right above here, which you could probably sell for like 280, 290. And my stop would be very tight. Just any candle close below this candle. It can wick below it, but a candle below this is what would stop me out. I have mental stops, so even if it wicks here, that's fine. Only if this candle closes below this. So the risk to reward would probably be like, it's probably like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10% lost versus like a 20% gain. That's a good risk to reward.
looks like they're in a hurry to get out of the market.
What?
Looks like people are hurrying to get out of the market.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the first, I guess, gap update we had in a while. So whoever's in profit, they're like, I'm just going to take this and leave. All right, if this candle closes, so we're wicking here now, that's fine. But if this candle closes below this, I'm going to manually stop myself out. We still got 5 seconds. Let's see if it pushes up. All right, I am going to take a loss on this. My original entry was 2.4 and I closed at 2.15. All right, Amazon had a bearish 50-minute candle and it closed below 50 minute. Sorry, the lows on a pre-market. So I think we might get some type of retest, and then these probably good for some shorts. The main profit on Nvidia. I mean, you gotta understand, I trade simply based on my model. If something doesn't work out, I take my loss and move on. I really don't care if this goes back and runs 100%. Like if you held and made profit, I mean, I'm happy for you, but it's if you're just holding based on, no analysis and you get lucky, what if this keeps going down? It's okay to take losses. I mean, we call ourselves traders. We're not 100% right all the time. Yeah, and also please refrain from harassing any of the women in the server. I actually have to mute some people. It's kind of disrupting the chat. Being lucky is part of it? Not necessarily. I mean, yeah, being lucky is a part of it, I guess, but if you just trade based on a model you have, you can still have a 60% win rate and still be profitable. And I've mentioned this in the past many times. I mean, you guys are free to take whatever trade I want. Your stop losses are based on your own judgment. If I get stopped out, you don't have to, stop yourself out. You can hold if you want. But I have my model and I trade based on it. If I only take a 10% winner, you can hold for 100%. I don't care. It's your money, your plays. Oh my god, bro. We have PPI and unemployment tomorrow. All right.
Yeah, complicated week.
Yeah, if I take any swings today, it's gonna be at least 2 weeks out. We also have a bunch of news coming out 8:30 tomorrow. No, I'm still gonna look for something. I'll play at least one swing. I think Uber was on my list as one of the bearish ones I had. Let me see what I wrote. I was targeting 6 on Uber. But if you recall yesterday, I said I'm not taking this. yesterday just because of the news, and we did eventually gap up a bit. We closed at 70.6. We gapped up about $1.50 higher, a little bit more. So you technically would still have been in profit, but during the morning you would be in drawdown. What's the other one I said? QCOM. QCOM I said I'm targeting below 150. I believe we're gonna take out this liquidity here. We had this daily market structure shift right here, and we didn't get any retracement. So usually after you get a shift, you target the next liquidity pool. And then Microsoft. The only thing I really like about Microsoft is for our close we had, but we already engulfed it. So now what we'd have to see is us to go back and hold above the open, which we may not get if the market keeps bleeding like this. Just gonna follow the cues. Stuff may not be bullish anymore. The only thing I liked is we did take this liquidity out, but we kind of went a little bit lower. But for me, the next area would probably be like a zone that we use to push up. So right from this candle to this one, below 376 all the way to like 370. And these 50-minute candles are not doing justice too. This opening's pretty bearish, and now we're about to close below it. What else did I say? Did say Nvidia was bullish. Obviously didn't take because of the news, but this would have been really nice. You would have taken this near the close yesterday, 109. We gapped up $5. This probably would have been easily 100% on a swing. Actually, let me check to double confirm. Probably would have taken 10 calls. Yeah, so 110 calls for next week expiration. It went from about like 480 and it jumped up to like 940 this morning, so almost 100%. And I was also bullish on shop as well. So if you actually would have taken the swing plays yesterday and disregarded news, you would have had some really nice gains from these. Okay, Nvidia now looking bearish too. We swept these highs in a 5-minute, and this 5-minute engulfed it too, but I think it's silly to enter unless we come back to like this area. Yeah, Nvidia looks good for shorts. And honestly, we may even target all the way down to like below 112. I mean, you can get Nvidia puts. I just hate chasing candles like this. Usually want like the best entry for myself. I mean, if I do trade this, I'm gonna take Friday's expiry this week. So I mean, this seems like a short-term trade. I'm probably not gonna hold this longer than 30 minutes. I would get like probably 114 puts in the money. The Qs have basically given up all profits from the gap up. About to retrace to yesterday's open. So that's definitely not a good signal for bulls. And the SPY already engulfed it too. If you did get these puts, I'd probably target like around 112 or slightly below. No, I didn't take this. I mean, I wanted to, but when I called it out, this candle's already forming. I wanted some type of retracement first. I'm not saying this was a bad position to enter. I just really hate chasing like a big candle like this. I'd rather have it some type of retracement and get like an optimal entry. No, I mean I mainly target levels for my exits and entries. I don't focus too much on a percentage unless it's more than what I aim for. Like if I take a trade and it's up over 30% relatively quickly, I'll just take it. But usually I just target levels. Yeah, and for Robinhood Legend, like it's not easy in my eyes. I'd rather just have Thinkorswim open on the side and look at the option chain. It's always ideal to hold a runner, but like how the markets have been the past week or two, I would rather just fully get out and look for another trade. But if I was targeting, two different areas, ideally always close like half at your first like TP and then leave runners. I mean, I already told you guys my size and entry. I'm not gonna take anything more than 33%. So, and our capital size is probably not the same anyways. I mean, I have all this information on the fact page. I mean, the fact that you guys are asking, that means no one read it. Yeah, Amazon verify on the 5 minute. I personally wouldn't care to call this a bear flag because we already broke the pull. I mean, the bear flag would have been like right here, and this is just the waterfall afterwards. But the only bullish thing right now we see in Apple is, sorry, Amazon. And just 1 hour open from Tuesday. I'm not saying we can't flush through it. I mean, it seems like the whole market's flushing right now. I mean, I'm personally not touching Tesla. I mean, Elon and Trump are doing something to pump this, so personally would stay away. Anything that's like heavily correlated to like fundamentals and not technicals, I don't trade. I mean, Nvidia still may get this sweep I'm looking for. So we'll see what happens in this 50-minute. Alright, I'm gonna see what Nvidia does after this sweep. Alright, looks like we just got it. Did a tick almost. You don't have to wait for the candle close. Consider a sweep. That's it. It basically just swept it right now. The sweep is just basically hunting for stops. Whoever had their stop losses here just got stopped out. But I do wait for the 5-minute close to see what ends up happening. Got like 25 seconds left for that. So now here your entry would have been much better than if you would have chased it here. That's it's almost $1 difference. You would have just waited for this. But I'm gonna wait for this 50-minute because if this 50-minute engulfs, it's gonna tell a different story. If you want to like start starter position on puts, you can, but I'm gonna wait for more confirmation. But this would be a good starter if you want to do one contract. Yeah, why do you guys always keep asking the same question? Your strike is just usually anything in the money or slightly out. Then you can choose whatever expiration you want. It's just every single trade is the exact same thing. Because I'm gonna give my strike and my expiration to people and be like it's too expensive, and then you're gonna choose something else anyways. Amazon's gonna be temporarily bullish, I think. Just swept these lows and we closed above the fair value gap. It's kind of the same trade we took on Nvidia, but it's too late for me to catch this. And then I would target over that 5-minute, all the way up to this fair value gap that we have. Spy might have some type of reversal. Probably make some type of retracement on the 4-hour, honestly. On the 5-minute, this could be a V-shaped bottom if we close above 557.35. And if we do, we can probably keep going to at least this hourly open to like 559.5. QQQ calls are not bad, but we have to not close below any of these 5-minute candles. Like, we have to hold above 473.85. We can probably come back to this fair value gap that we have.
Hey, Titi. I'm going to leave the stream.
Okay, man, no worries.
Yeah. I think I'm going to stick with the micros and opening my stop loss a bit bigger for until the market stables a bit.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a plan, man.
That's Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do because I've been getting stopped out very, very quickly lately. I mean, it's only 3 days I haven't been very accurate, but I think that will help a bit.
No, micros is definitely the way to go. You have better opportunities to scale in and out. I like micros.
Yeah, I mean, I always take, I have my personal account on micros, and then these top, what do you call them? Prop firm. I do it on the minis. but I'm thinking of taking micros also with other accounts. Maybe taking half of the position, like 5 micros instead of 10. Maybe do something like that.
Yeah, that sounds good. You're doing only ES, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so I'm going to take a flight.
All right, man. See you later.
See you later, guys. Bye.
All right, bye. Take care. I just saw this 30-minute close on the keys, by the way. This 30-minute is not too good. And coincidentally, where that line just marked out was actually the 30-minute open. We may retrace back to this line. Once we do, depending how we hold, we can either bounce or actually keep going lower. So I would not touch QQQ calls here. Yeah, SPY is looking good now. We can close above these 5 minutes right here. This is looking pretty good. I would like this 5 minute to close above. Tool do I use to mark the tiny line? You mean these lines? It's just a line tool. So it's the first tool right here. Then you can favorite. If you put on your favorites, it'll show up here. I personally like it. Then I can make it thicker, but sometimes the charts get messy. No, the SPY did not close above yet. I have to wait for this 5 minute to fully close, and we still have 3 minutes. Yeah, I mean it's looking good so far, but you can't call us to close yet if the 5 minutes still running. Let me get the hourly retracement to this previous hour open on the Qs 477.8, which is that near the wick. It'll be about this 5 minute wick. Nvidia. So earlier when I said we swept this, so I wanted to wait for this 15-minute close. So if you had a starter, this would have been another place to add because we just retested this 5 minute right here. I think puts are still in play for Nvidia. All right, I'm probably gonna take like a break. I'll probably be back on later. If I see anything, I'll still cloud on the channel, and I'll look at the swing plays later as well. All right, if you guys have any questions, just put them in the beginner's chat or somewhere. All right, take care, guys.